So we are 8 patches into Rugby 25, and in the 8th patch, briefly skimming through the notes, it seems there's a bit of a focus on attacking. The first being a new command at the ruck. Added ruck hold ball option. Holding the Xbox A or PlayStation X will hold onto the ball in a ruck, protecting it against being stolen by the opposition. Holding the ball for a long time risks being penalized for not releasing. The next is adjusted evasion controls. The controls for evasion moves on offense have been adjusted. With the right stick, up is bump, left and right are sidestep, and down will fend. These controls are camera relative as per the movement of the left stick. They've also improved stamina, it says here, improved stamina system. It has been better balanced, including how difficulty level impacts the stamina drain rate. And the last couple of notes: increased custom competition clubs, increased the number of teams for custom competitions to 20, and corrected issues with playing finals formats other than a single grand final. And of course, improved stability. So there's a little bit to test out. Thankfully, it's an attacking focused patch, as we're always somewhat testing out the AI, but we've got some things to test out in offense here. We're going to work for possession and put it up high. I also want to check out if they've addressed the things that I've guessed raised in the ticket, and that is of course the issues with the lineouts, one being the quick lineout and the rolling maul. So yeah, for me the quick lineout hasn't been clean for the last couple updates, as well as the rolling maul. The defending team was never retreating on side as the attacking team was progressing here, and as I hold A for, it wasn't even that long, maybe like a second and a half or 2 seconds, we do get pinged. So that's got to be brutal on the hardest difficulty, which is what we're playing on right now. I do love the addition of that though. It will especially come in handy at kickoff time when we typically do lose possession after they go deep. And I imagine it'll be super useful playing against another person. So we try and score the turnover here. Hopefully we don't get too many of those clean ball looking animations and those strikeouts. That's what I'm going to call them. As the Chiefs here with a bit of ball movement. And again, cutting back on an angle this time. They do love going deep, as they find a bit of a hole here, but he is isolated, so we will go for our steal. And there we go, a different looking animation. I'm gonna have to zoom into that so you get a different angle. And a penalty. Eventful first few minutes here. I completely forgot about the bloody lineout, or the rolling maul. Keep that in mind for the next time we get a lineouts. For now though, let's focus on scoring some points. Putting on some fends and side steps here as the big Caleb Clark on the wing. Will fend past one and score in the corner. There aren't really many turnovers, which I've noticed already from the AI in particular. Mind you, they've had most of the possession so far. As we play a bit deep here, I do want to get rid of it and try and get them to go for a quick line out. That's the goal right now. Shoots for the sideline, they let it bounce, and they will go for it. Alright, here's the test. A clean transition. Typically we've seen them bloody fumble the ball around for literally like 15 seconds. So that's good to see. It wasn't as clean as it's been in the past, but it's a good sign. As they clear the ball themselves here. Short side plays, bit of a fend. And a forward pass, I'm guessing, from that offload. Let's see if they go for the scrum. No, they will kick for the corner. I did read about watching the scrum half at the lineout to sort of gauge which jumper to choose. And low-key I've been trying, but I've been failing, so I'll keep at it, try and drag one. Because we will be kicking for the sideline. a lot. As they play deep here, a wide ball with a third pass. Try to go for the steal, but do manage to hold on to it here. Again, they play deep, a bit of a fend on the back end. No offloads to support players though. I mean, already they're throwing it around way more than in previous updates, which is good to see. Some more improvements here as we finally get a turnover. Just going through the hands, there's our fend. Sidestep into a pass. Trying to take this to the house here for our second meat pie. More space around the ruck. Man, once we can finally use these pods and back line properly and attack, it should open play up a bit and make things, I guess, more smoother, make the game flow better, because right now it's a bit, although we are moving and controlling possession, it's a bit all over the place with how the players are positioned here as we finally create that overlap and score our second. Don't get me wrong, the improvements have been massive to the game, especially the passing. At the moment though, putting these passes together does still feel a little, I guess, messy or like rough, just because of how they're positioned on the field. Once they suss out the proper formations and having them consistently falling into these shapes during gameplay, it'll feel like a completely different game, and we're going to be able to test the rolling maul right here, which we will do, and just hold on to that trigger, get our little push on, and it looks like they're trying to fall back on the side. They're a little jittery here all over the place, but they are moving, which is a good sign. Alright, let's get rid of this, head into the sheds, regroup, and go again. Alright, right back into another rolling maul. We're about to see if it was a fluke here. And yeah, they're not stationary. They have tried to address it. They are constantly moving though. An improvements. Still not perfect, but definitely an improvement on the past here. As again, we try and hold on to it just to try to not get it stolen, and we do give another penalty away. Now we just see what they do. Oh, they're going to take the 3. Alright. There it is again. Contest catch gauge. Similar to the Rugby League Live games. I'm wondering if that's actually a thing in this game. Honestly, it should be. And it should be pretty common, as contests for high balls is pretty prominent these days, as I've been saying. Oof, that is not the pass I was looking for. I was actually not looking for a pass at all. I was trying to dummy pass. Alright, at least we'll see if we can, oh no. Oh no, into the posts. And we will get held up. I wanted to test the urgency here, because usually when they're camped on their try line and they're getting swamped, there's zero urgency to get the ball out of there. Alright, I'm gonna have to try and send it up again. I'm gonna try and bomb. See if they've added height to this. Okay, third time's the charm. We'll go for the deepest player here. And was that because we made contact again? If not, that's not much height. Nowhere near enough, honestly. Chiefs here with a bit of quick play. They do look for the line again, and let's go for our rolling maul. Been tested plenty at the kickoff, haven't yet tried it here, and there's definitely an adjustment made here at the rolling maul. Look at them constantly moving. See how far we can push this thing. Even the spacing is pretty good. Usually they're all crowded here around the maul, but there's decent spacing here. You can see they are pretty spread out. So that was a terrible pass by One of the forwards, I'm assuming that's the cause of the terrible passes. But we do score nonetheless, and we score with a pretty decent dive animation, my favourite try animation in the game right now. Let's look at that bounce pass. Let's see. Yep, the old finger in the air, mid-air celebration. We are seeing plenty of rolling mauls in this game, particularly around the kickoff, which I don't mind, to be honest. This time though, we're going to get rid of it. It's actually been a pretty positive update so far. With the changes made and adjustments, it doesn't look like anything's been broken in the process, which is great. More steps forward and none back. Alright, we got them in the spot where we wanted. Just to test their urgency. Will they be trying to clear the ball from here? And so far, no. They're still throwing it around willy-nilly as we dive around the bloody field willy-nilly with that missed tackle. Yeah, there's no box kick attempts or anything here. What can we say here? Urgency inside their 5 needs to be looked at, so no matter what, the first thing they should be doing is box kicking it out of there. Alright. I'll try one more push at the try line here before that fat lady starts humming. Actually, we'll go for the field goal. Try to get into position. Alright, he ran onto it for some reason. Reset, go again. Use it. And it won't have the legs, unfortunately. But that does bring a close to, again, a pretty positive update. The only real issue, which wasn't really a biggie, was I couldn't get a bump off going. That could be a timing issue on my part. But other than that, pretty positive, super positive signs actually, with a few bugs being taken care of, a nice addition to the ruck, and when we weren't testing for things, we actually had a pretty free-flowing game. Still a bit of work to do in attack in regards to formations and the pod system, and just that urgency inside their own 5. I'll do my part and send in more tickets. But yeah, in the meantime boys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to run a shot at that like button as it does help support the video. And if you want to see more rugby related content or more content in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you want to take that support a step further, you can become a member. Link to that in the description. If not, a like will do. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you later.